So as we end the end of October, as we go into November, you got to remember there is 3 months for the end of quarter four. Quarter four ends December 31st. And so usually there's plenty of incentives throughout this time frame. And so I imagine Tesla, like I'm 99.99% sure Tesla is going to release some sort of incentives in the next week or so. And that date might be as soon as November 4th, because the current incentives at the moment do end on that time frame. Because if you take a look at it, you can see that some of these prices will increase on November 4th. And so I personally think, not just payments are going to increase, but I think prices are going to increase as well. If we take a look at what could be added here, because there's a lot of different things that they could add as value adds to some of the vehicles, but they do need to pay for some of that as well. Like you can think, like take a look at like the Lux package, for instance. Like the Lux package is on Cybertruck, it's on Model S, and it's on Model X, but also those vehicles got price increases, $10,000 to $15,000 more with price increases before it got those Lux packages. But this was all inspired by this post on Reddit. We can see here Juniper pricing, quote, "We want to buy the Juniper, not the lower model, and curious if pricing will go down now that the federal tax credit has ended." So let's take a look at some of these different answers here. The first one is wait till the end of the quarter and you will be rewarded. And that's true with like the past 2 to 3 years. There's always been a fantastic incentive, but now this year it is a much different time with the 7,500 federal tax credit gone. So it's kind of a toss up here. Quote, "Historically, the end of the year has really good deals. Will it be as good or better than getting the 7,500 from the feds? Probably not, because this is a brand new territory and Tesla doesn't have 7,500 of government money to be able to, work with. And so I feel like I don't think it is going to have price drops. I think we're going to see price increases." Quote, "I don't think a bunch of randos on Reddit are in especially a good position to answer that. It's all speculation. Given the catastrophic earnings call they just had, you could argue they could afford to reduce their margin or they can't afford to not sell cars. Flip a coin at this point." Another one here. "Sales is predicted to go down drastically for all electric vehicles in the fourth quarter. They will all have to do something." And I agree with that, because if you think about all these other different brands have to get pretty aggressive as well. We've already seen like Hyundai, Kia, they've dropped the prices of their electric vehicles by $8,000. Now, is Tesla actually going to do that? I mean, I'm not sure that, because if they were to do that, that would be crazy headlines for sure. Quote, here's another one. "Some people said it would go down or discount for the end of the year. Texas is giving $2,500 for a new purchase and lease. So there's also a student that also got $500 as well." And so, yes, there are some state incentives that could be out there. And so certainly, make sure you're well informed. And maybe tomorrow we'll talk about all the different things that you can do beforehand to make sure you got all the different incentives lined up and everything. But here's my prediction, because yes, the 7,500 federal tax credit is gone. And before we get into my prediction, if you're looking to place your order and lock in these low monthly payments for Tesla vehicles, because right now the Model 3 and the Model Y have promotional offers, $449 for the Model Y and $329 for the Model 3. If you're looking to be locking those in, don't forget to use a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description, so you can get up to $1,000 off of your Tesla vehicle. You do have to place your order now between now and November 4th to be able to lock in that low monthly payment for your Tesla vehicle. And of course, Cybertruck as well, $679 or around about that pricing with the Tesla referral code down below in the description. And so here's what I think. I think, and prediction wise, I think prices will increase. I think they need to make room for, Lux package or anything, all these different things that they want to offer. I hope I'm wrong, because a price increase won't necessarily sell more vehicles. It won't sit well, I feel like. But if there's a price increase and they attach it with like low APR financing, like what if it goes up $5,000, but then they get like 1.99 or even 0% financing to kind of offset that? That could be worth it, or that might have shock and awe, in which people would love to get some sort of incentive like that. Or what if there's a price increase and it's free supercharging locked into it, just like how the Lux package is. Like, what if they take pieces of the Lux package and spread it to like the Model 3 and the Model Y. I definitely feel like there's going to be inventory discounts. I'm already starting to see a lot more of those with demo vehicles. I think there's going to be $1,000 to $2,000 in discounts with like option credits. They've done that in the past, and they consistently will do that in the future. Here's another thing that I was like thinking about the other day. What if they started to add more like credits, like accessory, service, or maintenance credits? We kind of saw this with the Cybertruck, and where they would add like a $2,500 credit for power share that you could actually use for other accessories. What if they did that for the Tesla vehicles? I'm not sure that would have a lot of impact, but still could be a nice value add to add on for people purchasing. And then free supercharging, free maintenance. They've got so many different things now that they can kind of use to create more demand with like all these special packages. So I certainly feel like they're going to do some combination of that, maybe even not necessarily call it a Lux package, but take some of the Lux package bits and pieces and add it to other models that are out there. And so let us know what your thoughts are. Let us know what you're thinking. Let us know down below what you think is the most impactful incentive to you. And I think I already know the answer to that. And that's going to be a low APR financing rate in like 0% to 1.99%. But the question is, are you willing to pay that, or are you willing to pay more for the Tesla vehicle to get a lower interest rate? Because that could be what could be the case in the near future. And I know a lot of you out there want the biggest discount off of a Tesla. Well, don't forget about your current vehicle as well and where you're selling it. I strongly recommend GiveMeTheVin.com. They want to get you maximum value for your current vehicle. In fact, a couple different viewers got $3,000 more by selling it to Give Me the VIN over Tesla. So you might as well check it out. Link down below in the description. And of course, using any of our links do support the channel as well. And so the TLDR is, I definitely think, promotional incentive, promotional full self-driving, maybe even free supercharging, or maybe even a combination of both. Free upgrades like paint, wheel, option credits, or whatever, free supercharging, and or maybe even Lux package being applied to other vehicles. But the biggest thing is, I think my prediction is that there's going to be a price increase. Now, I hope I'm wrong with that, but I guess you never know at the end of the day. And lastly, of course, a quick plug. I know a lot of people out there might have missed out on the $7,500 federal tax credit. There still is a way potentially for the Model Y. And so you can actually hit my link tree down below in the description, hit the contact form at the bottom so that I can point you in the right direction. And also, if you're pending delivery, you want to get full self-driving for half off, you can also message me down below in the description as well. In other news, we've got some Model Y standards hitting inventory lots in California. I think this one is Thousand Oaks. I haven't messaged Brandon yet, but I imagine this is. And so this is going to be the closest one near us. Maybe we got to make a trip and go check out to see, is the Model Y standard even worth it at the end of the day? And my guess is it's probably not, but at least it could be cool to try and drive one just to see what is out there, especially at the low price, because I also believe that Tesla will start to heavily incentivize these in the near future. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. Now that you've bought your Tesla, or you're about to buy your Tesla, did you know that it comes with 0 accessories? Seriously, not even a phone mount. But don't worry, we've got you covered. In my opinion, there's a few must-haves that every Tesla owner should get, like a phone mount so your phone doesn't fly off during acceleration, a center console organizer because without it, you're gonna lose a bunch of stuff, and my newest favorite, an invisible underscreen station mount from Jowa, a great place to store sunglasses. And all of these accessories, plus more, you can get from our partner Jowa. And you know these accessories are good because I actually use all of their stuff. And if you use our promo code down below in the description, you can save some money and support the channel as well. But Jowa doesn't stop at just the basics. They've got a wireless game controller that fits perfectly in the glove box, a portable air compressor for peace of mind on those long road trips, and even an electric scooter, because why walk from the superchargers or level 2 chargers? So not only will you save some money by using our promo code down below in the description, you can also get free shipping on orders over $120. So definitely check it out, link down below in the description. Thank you to Jowa for partnering with us on this channel, and let's get on to the next topic.